Hi and welcome back. I'm Simon Ward from the triathloncoach.com. Good afternoon, we're here on the big island of Hawaii in Kona for the Ironman World Championships, and this afternoon I'm joined by our very latest additions to the CompuTrainer Pro Triathlete ranks, Bella Comerford and Stephen Bayliss. Hello.
Hi.
Now you're one of our sponsored athletes. You're already winning Ironman events, so perhaps you'd like to tell us how CompuTrainer is going to take you to the next level.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be using CompuTrainer and practicing the courses that we're doing.
An ideal tool for us we race a lot of Ironmans through the year, and it's an ideal tool for us to prepare on the specific courses leading up to the races.
Typically, triathletes want to get better by swimming, biking and running as much as possible. But the typical triathlete also ignores one vital component, strength and conditioning, which is going to give them the framework to enable them to achieve their goals. One reason why they don't include this is because they say, I don't have enough time, or I don't really know what I'm going to do. So today we're going to show you how you can fit it into your program, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I've learned over the last few years. You might call them little tricks that will help you to get them both into your busy week. We're going to do this one in a standing position, so find a fixing point, grab hold of the TheraBand in each arm, sink onto the knees so that the hips and knees are soft, okay, chest out, shoulder blades back, and then pull in to the rib cage, yeah? Release slowly, pull back and squeeze the shoulder blades at the end, release slowly. If it's too light, we need more resistance, stand a bit further away. Back. 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 8 to 10 repetitions is good for these, but because these are major muscle groups that we're working now, and that are going to hold you in a good postural position for a longer time, we probably need to do 2 or 3 sets of this type of exercise. Now, this TheraBand here is not going to provide you with a great deal of resistance, so at some stage you probably do need to go into the gym and use something a bit heavier, but this is better than doing nothing at all. So I make no apologies for reiterating, there are no excuses for not having this in your program. In line with my we can do this anywhere philosophy, I've just found a rock on the beach. It doesn't have to be a rock, you can fill a bucket up with water, you can fill a barrel up with water or sand, you could use a sandbag, you could use a heavy backpack, whatever you like. We've got to create some resistance from somewhere. This exercise is known as a deadlift. So all I really need to do is hold this at arm's length. Okay? Keep my head up, my shoulders back, my spine in neutral. Squat down, come back up. Down, come back up. Okay? Repeat for 8 to 10.
G'day, this is Mitch Anderson. I'm talking to you from Kona, Hawaii. I'm a professional person, and not just a professional athlete, but I'm a medical doctor as well. And I find that using the CompuTrainer is just, it's like going running. It means that you're not wasting any time. When you go cycling, you're stopping at traffic lights, could be raining. And when you're a medical doctor, you've got a busy life, you're trying to fit the training in. Just jumping on the CompuTrainer and doing 60 minutes to 2 hours of absolute quality training, you can't beat it. So I worked full time last year and did 2 Ironman, did 8:12 in Busselton, and I would attribute a lot of that speed to doing a lot of CompuTrainer work in the second half of the year. I do some specific sessions that I use the CompuTrainer for. I think the first useful thing for CompuTrainer is that it's got test, retest reliability. So for me, as a scientist, you know, I like my data. It's important for me to get on the CompuTrainer and know that what I'm doing this week is the same wattage as last week, or alternately, I'm getting near the same performance as it was last week. So look, the sort of performances, the session that I like the most is 8 times 5 minutes at 90% with 1 minute off in between each one. It's a lactate threshold session, and really I only do this once a week for 4 or 5 weeks before an Ironman, and then I have to rest after the Ironman because it's a really hard session. And I will be using the videos next year because I'm going to be going and doing some courses that I've never done before. And I'm going to go and race Ironman Nice. I'm going to go and race some of the American races. And I've never seen these courses before. And if I can get them on CompuTrainer, I've got a leg up on the field.
I am Eneco Llanos and we are in Kona. For me it's a very useful tool because it allows me to do very specific training on my bike. I can control everything from my pedal stroke, my power output, my heart rate, so my cadence, everything. So for me, when I want to do a real intense and good training, I use the CompuTrainer.
Hi, I'm Beck Keat, I'm from Australia, and the CompuTrainer has really helped me with the spin scan. I had some big discrepancies with my legs, with wattage differences, and now I can finally have the same strength and power output in both legs. So if you've got any problems like that, it can definitely flatten those problems out. The 20-minute ones kill. We were doing some shorter 5-minute ones, getting right up above my threshold to improve my speed as well. And the only way to really gauge that, you can't do it on the road if you haven't got a wattage meter. So to do that on the CompuTrainer, I could actually see that I thought that I was going hard, and I was actually bludging in some of my turbo sessions. So I'm not allowed to bludge anymore because there's proofs in the pudding on the screen right in front of me. Yeah, my physio and I think it's a magnificent tool. He also used it to do some VO2 max testing to give them their wattage at their certain heart rates, and it works awesomely with that. And we used it as well for that, and worked out what wattage I was using at certain heart rates. And with that, the spin scan specifically was good for me because my left and right discrepancies was quite terrible. I think it was 63 and whatever, 47 or something like that after being hit by a car in 05. We've got it down to 47, 53 now, so it's a massive difference. And I used to have quite bad problems with my left leg going numb, and I've changed my position around. We've moved my seat right forward and got the optimal power now by being able to use that tool of it. So that's just a different way we've been able to use CompuTrainer.
So the deadlift is an exercise that involves quite a few different muscles. The one I'm going to show you now is called prone active hip extension. Okay, remember that because you will see it in the program in the manual. Prone means face down. Active means you're actually going to have to think about contracting the muscles which cause hip extension. Hip extension is this. It's taking the leg back behind the line of the body. Hip flexion is this. Okay, so we get lots of that in running, cycling, and lots of tightness here from sitting all day. So to counterbalance that, we want to strengthen the muscles which extend the hip. Feet together. And lift the leg away from the floor. Hold for a second or two, lower back down, then do the other side. Lower back down, then do the other side. Keep going until you've done 20 repetitions. Now, there are some crucial things that you must do with this exercise. Remember before I said that most athletes, and in fact most human beings, do not use these muscles properly. There's a very, very high chance that when you do this exercise, you will feel the tension in the hamstrings and not in the glutes. What you want to do is feel it here in the glutes and not in the hamstrings. So one way we can overcome that sort of poor muscle recruitment is to think about contracting the glutes before we actually lift the legs. So we squeeze the butt muscles and then lift up and down, relax them all, squeeze, then lift up. And in that way, you're contracting the gluteal muscles first. Eventually, they'll learn this patterning and they'll do that work on their own, and you don't have to remind them in advance. Okay? And this is another exercise. You can see we've got a towel, we've got some open space. You can do this on poolside, you can do it on trackside, you can even do it in front of the telly. So once again, we're back to there are no excuses.
Brett, we do a lot of turbo training all through the year, and I know that Brett will be very happy with us using the CompuTrainer because we can set. It's great for preparing for different Ironman races because we can ride the Ironman course pre the race. So yeah, I'm very excited to be using CompuTrainer and practicing the courses that we're doing.
It's great. We do some simulated hill sessions on turbo very often, and instead of those sessions we can pick the Ironman course Ironman race that's coming up, pick that course and do our sessions, sometimes we do long turbo sessions, do that on a specific course, so it's great.